Hi, Nicole. I heard from Logan that your mother passed away last night.
Hi, Connie. Yes, she did.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry to hear that, my dear. I know it's hard, but do try to feel better about it. After all, she's finally resting and at peace after a long year of battling cancer. Her suffering is over, and now she's in a better place, with God. If anything, I think it should be something we need to celebrate. Let's be happy about it. I'm sure she is.
I appreciate that, Connie, I really do. But celebrating her death? Let's be happy she is dead? I don't think now is the time to be minimizing what my mom had to go through the past 14 months.
I'm sorry. Did I upset you? I apologize. That was not my intention. I simply wanted to make you feel better. Help you look on the bright side, if you will, that's all. I didn't think you'd twist my words. Anyway, do you mind if I ask you a question? What will happen to your mom's old house now that she's passed on? It's a pretty sizable estate, if I remember correctly. It had an upstairs and a full suite basement, didn't it? I remember thinking it was in such a great location, too, what with all the public transport so accessible and everything. What are you thinking of doing with that house? Logan seems to think that you two might take over and live there next. Is that true?
I don't know yet. I haven't had the time to think about that. Like you said, the house is a pretty large house, and Logan and I don't need that much room. But it is a sentimental building to me and my parents' memory because it was the first and last house they ever bought. After decades of hard work and living in studio apartments with 3 kids, they were finally able to afford a house big enough to anticipate having grandchildren over. I will have to think long and hard about what the best course of action will be.
I'm sure you will. There's no doubt about that. You are, of course, taking into consideration the fact that you want to have children. I know Logan wants at least 2 children of his own. What better home to start a family than one so close to all the important amenities, while still being on the outskirts of the busy areas? This is just so wonderful. Thank you for this.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, thank you for inheriting such a wonderful asset.
Okay.
How about you go enjoy a nice, relaxing vacation after the funeral and memorial are over? I think it might do you some good to get away from all this for a while, alone. I hear they have a great new resort. Oh, I can't think of a better way to mend your broken heart.
I don't know. I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm not sure now is the time for a vacation. Thank you for the thought, though.
You can't stay sad forever, dear. That won't bring your mother back, now would it? And I'm sure your mother would want you to move on and go back to living your own life. I know I would. No parent wants to leave their child in distress. For your mother's sake, you have to bounce back up. Let me treat you to the vacation. It'll be my absolute pleasure. I feel somewhat responsible as the other remaining parent figure in your life. This is the least I could do for your late mother, isn't it?
That's so generous of you, Connie, but...
I won't take no for an answer, young lady. I know how you feel, because I had lost my mother at a young age, too. I have been there. Now is quite exactly the right time for a vacation. Set everything back to 0 and start over fresh. Trust me, that is what your mom would want. She's nodding vigorously right now, looking down on us. I'm sure of it. How does next weekend sound? It's a long weekend, it's perfect. Please, let me do this for you. I can't stand idly by while you bury yourself deeper and deeper into sadness.
Okay, Connie, thank you. I married my husband Logan 2 years ago, but we don't yet have children. We both love our jobs very much, so we mutually agreed to postpone having children for another while. We're only in our early 30s, and we wanted to enjoy our newlywed phase for as long as we could. My relationship with my mother-in-law, Connie, has been average. No big ups and no big downs either. At least that has been my perspective. Connie's a bit of a chatterbox with a very non-existent filter, but I never thought she meant any malice, and didn't let her honesty and candor bother me. As she was today, it made me a little uncomfortable to hear her talk about my mother's passing in such a light and joyous tone. But again, I chalked it up to her being affable in her own way. After all, she did offer to treat me to a fancy resort trip. What a generous gesture! So I took her advice and tried my best to relax and reset during the 3-day trip. I came back into town, pampered and manicured, ready to get back to her normal everyday, when I turned my phone on to see the shocking messages Connie had sent.
Hello, Nicole. I thought I should let you know that I've moved into your mother's house. Well, it isn't quite your mother's house anymore, is it? It was passed down to you, a now orphan. So it's as good as my son's house. Don't you agree? Now, since I had the decency to notify you of my new residence, I hope you can extend me the same courtesy and not bring up any technicalities. Sound good?
What? How is that house as good as Logan's? What kind of messed up logic is that? It is still very much under my parents' name, and if anyone should have claim to it, it should be me. You can't just pack your things up and move into a house that you have no rights to. Oh my God, is that why you wanted to send us on a trip? That's why you were so insistent on keeping us out of town over the long weekend? I knew the offer was too good to be true. You thought while Logan and I were away at some secluded resort with no phone signal, you could barge in and claim squatters' rights? And we would just have to accept it? Connie, that is not right.
How could you say that? What good is this giant house if it's gonna sit and rot? Don't you ever feel bad for me living in a tiny studio apartment above a vape store? How can you be so greedy as to not want to share any part of this 6-bedroom house? You are my daughter-in-law. You are a Finn now. What is yours is ours, and what is ours is yours. How can you argue that?
I can't talk to you right now. I think I will discuss this with my husband. I'll get back to you.
Logan already told me he's all for me moving in. He is my son after all. He is looking forward to his mama's homemade dinners and the way I fold his boxer briefs. Isn't he adorable? What son wouldn't want to live with his mama? It seems like you're the only one that has a problem with this arrangement, dear.
Logan, did you know your mom was moving in with us?
Hey, babe, are you back from your trip already? Yeah, Mom is here now. What's up? How was your trip?
Here? What do you mean here? Are you there too? At my mom's old house?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's still your parents' house, huh? But it's just a matter of time before it officially and legally becomes our house. Aren't you excited? We are gonna be homeowners.
Hold up. What I'm confused about is why is your mom there? Is she there just for tonight? Are you going to dinner or something?
Nah, babe. She's here to stay with us, live with us. I knew you wouldn't be forward enough to invite her, so I had her move in while you were on your trip to surprise you. Isn't this great, babe? Maybe this will help you get over losing your mom.
What? Are you serious right now? How is this something you can up and decide by yourself? Is Connie going to pay rent? Does she expect me to make her 3 meals a day? Is she going to make herself food? Is she going to chip in on the utilities, internet?
Whoa, babe. It's not like my mom is an invalid. She can contribute. She's in great health and she makes a mean steak and potatoes. I think you're overreacting here. This is a good thing.
I can't believe you did this behind my back. Logan, I am not comfortable living with your mom. It's not that I don't like her or anything, but I don't want to live with someone other than you. We don't even have kids yet, for Christ's sake. On top of it, it hasn't even been a week since my mom passed away. I wanted to take my time in her house to say goodbye to her things properly. This is not okay at all. I need you to fix this. She is your mom, so you handle it.
What the hell, Nick? What do you expect me to do? Kick my mom out? Where is she supposed to go? You are being so childish and unreasonable. She's your mother now, too. You can't tell her to go away just because you aren't comfortable. What does that even mean, anyway? You didn't even give her a chance to settle in. And I'm your mom's son-in-law. Don't I have rights to this house as much as you do, if not more?
Why on earth would you have more rights to my mom's house, Logan? Are you telling me you have no intention of asking your mother to leave?
She's my mother. She raised me for 30 years. Don't be such a square, Nick. It's unbecoming. You can't look a gift horse in the mouth.
You know what? Fine. Just at least give me a few days to deal with my mom's estate. Maybe I'll get new appliances too. Maybe a fresh coat of paint and some hardware upgrades too while I'm at it. I want you to take your mom and go to your old place for just a few days so I can get my mom's house ready. Can you do that for me, Logan? The house still smells like my mom. I want to stay there alone just for a few days, okay? I think that way I can get closure. Do you know what I mean?
Well, maybe you're right. Okay, I think I can do that. I will go to our old place with my mom until you tell me it's okay to come back. Thanks, Nick, for understanding and welcoming my mom into our new home. I can't wait. This is gonna be so great.
Don't even mention it, hon. You are my husband.
All right, I'll see you in a few more days. Mwah.
Hello, Nicole dear. How's the house coming along? Well, I hope. Make sure to get rid of anything that reminds you of your mother, all right? Trust me, this is gonna be helpful moving forward. If you get a chance, I wouldn't mind some new tiles in the guest bathroom. And maybe some new linens. I wouldn't want to sleep in your mom's old blankets, am I right?
Didn't you already do exactly that while I was away on my trip? For 2 nights, you slept in my mom's old bed, Connie.
Well, I didn't think you'd let me into that house otherwise. Can you blame me? If I'd known you would offer to upgrade everything for me, I wouldn't have to take such drastic measures. Anyway, I'm so excited to move in. Is there a date set for completion? I may start making my calendar. Oh, how thrilled are we, huh? I never even dreamed I'd be living in such a mansion. All thanks to my son picking the right girl. So I was thinking, how about we throw a big housewarming party once things are settled? I can invite my sister and some friends, and Logan can ask his work friends to join us. What do you think? Of course, you don't have to worry about cooking, because I know a great catering service that has an excellent lunch menu.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there before you go off the rails. Sorry to burst your delusional bubble, but that is not going to happen, Connie. I already sold my mom's house.
What? What do you mean you sold her house? You mean her stuff, right? You can't have sold the house.
Oh yes, I most certainly did sell the house. I figured it was better to sell the house and preserve my mom's memory in my heart than to let some leeching mother and son duo steal it out from under my nose.
Are you kidding right now? Who gave you the right to sell that house? Why wasn't I included in the decision-making? You lied to us about doing some renovations and you sold it behind our backs? How could you do this to us? Have you lost your goddamn mind? You are sorely mistaken if you think there won't be consequences for this, young missy.
Why are you throwing a fit over me selling my mom's house? Did you want to buy it? I sold it for $3 million. Do you have that kind of money? I really don't understand why you're so upset about this. What rights do you think you have over my mom's estate? You love mentioning the Finn family, but what even is that? Are you royalty or something? You have nothing. You literally have no house. That's why you were eyeing my mom's house. You were going to squeeze your way into a fortune you never had any business even coveting. It's so embarrassing I can't handle it. I've decided to end things with Logan, so I guess this is it for you and me as well.
What? End things with Logan? What do you mean?
Not only was your precious mama's boy 100% up for stealing my mom's house with you, but I have evidence of him sleeping around with women he met on social media. So what I mean is that I will be discarding that human piece of garbage in the trash. Capiche?
My son cheated on you. There's no way. He is a noble person. He would never do that. You must have confused him with someone else.
I was at the hospital a lot when my mom was dying of cancer, as you know. And while I was staying over to keep her company, I know Logan brought girls over to our place.
How? How can you know that?
I came across some long red hairs and found an earring I've never seen before. So naturally, I installed some security cameras. And what do you know? Anytime I was away for days at a time, Logan had girls over, sleeping with them in my bed, watching TV on my couch, and making food in my kitchen.
Well, you can't place the whole blame on him. If you hadn't spent so much time at the hospital, he wouldn't have gotten lonely, and he wouldn't have had to look elsewhere for comfort. A man needs a woman's touch, you know? How can you jump straight to such an extreme conclusion as to divorce him over this? It probably didn't even mean anything. Purely physical, I bet. Besides, if you had known this for a while, why haven't you done something about it sooner? Am I wrong to assume you were going to let him off the hook because you know that you yourself haven't done anything to prevent it from happening in the first place?
I don't think I even understood that sentence. I didn't plan on letting him off the hook for anything. I would never plan that for infidelity. I was planning on having a talk with Logan, but never to let him off anything. But even during my mom's funeral and memorial, I saw Logan slip away when I wasn't looking to have his rendezvous with his mistresses. So when you suggested the retreat, I decided I'll get my thoughts straight and come back with the best strategy to get out of the marriage. I hadn't anticipated the perfect opportunity to present itself. You trying to steal my mom's house was just perfect. Disgusting, but perfect for me.
So you really mean to go through with the divorce? Who divorces their spouse over such a trivial incident? If everybody did what you're doing, then there wouldn't be a single married couple left in this country. Men can't help it. It's in their nature. Besides, think of your poor mother. What would she think looking down at her divorced daughter? How sad would that make her?
My mom isn't as old-fashioned and closed-minded as you. She would have much preferred me to protect my assets from smiling thieves and get out of a loveless, untrustworthy marriage. She would have supported me all the way to the courthouse and back if she were still alive.
Fine. You be that way, you little skank. But give half the money you got from selling the house to my son. You owe him that much. You two are still legally married, so half of what is yours should rightfully be Logan's as well. I won't accept anything less than 50-50.
Okay then, in that line of logic, when you pass away, am I getting half of Logan's inheritance too? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. You can't force a rule on me if you aren't willing to obey it yourself. Anyway, I've gone ahead and packed up the many, many things you'd already brought into my mom's house and sent them back to where you are now.
What?
So take your stuff and your crappy son back and don't ever call me again. Goodbye! I was able to get my divorce finalized without any complications because of my compiled evidence of Logan's infidelity. I was even able to claim alimony from him based on emotional distress. Thank goodness we hadn't had children yet. That would have made me rethink the divorce, and I might have had to stay in this disgusting, greedy family for another 18 years. From what I heard, Logan has since been caught by his mistress's husband and was taken to court for adultery. And to help Logan pay alimony to me and fines to the husband, Connie's taken her first job ever at a meatpacking plant. She's supposedly working 12 hours a day to make ends meet for her and her precious son. But Logan, that scum of the earth, still refuses to admit his own wrongdoings and blames his mother for me leaving them. I don't know how I could ever tolerate an imbecile like that, let alone marry him. After thinking that a mansion was within her grasp, what a way to fall, huh? I truly think my mom has pulled some heavenly strings and helped me out big time. I am now a free woman, able to do anything she wants in life. I've built a strong career for myself already, so there's nowhere left for me to go but up, up, up. I shall never forget to be grateful that I was able to get out of the worst mistake of my life unscathed. Here's to a brighter, garbage-free future. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more.
Hey, don't tell me you're busy right now.
Hey, sorry, I'm on the train at the moment. I don't want to disturb anyone else on here. What's up?
I see. I wanted to tell you this on the phone, better yet, in person. I guess I have no choice but to message you instead. I have a big announcement that I want you to know.
Big announcement? What's going on?
You aren't gonna believe it. I've actually managed to get a promotion.
Are you serious? That's great! Congratulations!
Pretty good, right? Not only that, considering the way the promotion system works in my company, this is actually a very impressive feat. Usually, you get your promotion step by step, moving one rung up the ladder. I managed to actually skip 2 steps. Can you ever find someone more capable than me? You gotta admit, this is pretty rare.
I remember talking about something like that in the past. You've done really well for yourself, Tom. And skipping a whole 2 steps? You're gonna breeze your way to the top.
I know. Look, it's not every day you come across a hard worker like me. It was only natural something like this would happen sooner or later. And from the company's standpoint, this is a very good decision on their half. I am now in a position to even further utilize my skills.
Honestly, congratulations. You've worked hard and it's finally paying off. Obviously, you're the one that received the promotion, so you must be the happiest from hearing this. But when I hear about your success, I feel like it's my success too. I'm really happy to be hearing something like this. Right. So, how should we celebrate this? Anything you want to do?
Celebration?
Of course! A promotion is a big deal. I want to celebrate your success. What do you think? Maybe a nice extravagant dinner on the richer side of town? Come on, tell me where you want to go. I know. How about we get your favorite? It's been a while since we've had French cuisine, right?
Hey, not bad. But I'm sorry to say, Kathleen, I'm not all that keen on eating with you today. Thanks for the suggestion to celebrate. I'll find an appropriate way to enjoy my success without you.
I'm sorry, what?
Look, I've thought about this for quite some time now. The longer I keep it inside, the more it's gonna hurt when I finally tell you. So I'm gonna let it out right now.
Oh my god, what is going on? Just tell me and I'll do my best to not get upset about it.
Okay, I guess I have no choice now. Kathleen, don't you think it's about time you started going on a diet?
Huh? What is this all of a sudden? I don't look that different from the time we first met. Why would you say I need to go on a diet? You were fine with this type of body from the very beginning.
Well, that is true. You don't look very different from how you were in the beginning. I'll give you that much. Then again, in light of recent events, I think it's about time you become a woman worthy of a man that gets this many promotions. Don't you realize? I'm not just an average guy now. I deserve a woman worthy of my status.
What the hell? Is this really my partner Tom talking right now?
Baby, I'm in the elite of the elite now. Take a look at the other guys. They all have a hot broad walking beside them. If I'm making big strides in life, you gotta make big strides too. It's time you change your style to something more high class. What do you think? If you don't, we're gonna look really out of place together. Come on, all I'm asking of you is to put in a bit more effort. These days, it's quite normal for a woman to be on a diet.
Okay, I see where you're coming from now. But come on, Tom, is it seriously that important to you? You have to admit I'm still a cute girl. Don't talk to me like I'm ugly. I'm sure this is all in your head, and no one actually cares about this type of thing. I'll forgive you once, but don't say something like that again, okay?
Are you seriously trying to brush this off? This is very important. I take it very seriously. Don't say something so stupid like that to me again. I've grinded and suffered to be in the position that I am in now. I want you to put in the exact same amount of effort that I've been putting in. Do you get it now? I don't want to hear any more excuses about it. Your diet starts from tomorrow, and that's that.
Tom, come on, don't say these things. Anyway, going back to what we were talking about.
Huh? Don't tell me, not after what I've just told you to do.
Yeah, the celebration? Even if you say these mean, hurtful things, I still want to support you and celebrate your success. I'll start the diet, you have my word. But at least have a celebration first. Don't worry about the bill, I'll cover it.
It is actually amazing that you're telling me this right now. I actually feel like I'm talking to a pig walking on two legs.
Tom, seriously, stop with the remarks. Girls are really sensitive to that type of name-calling.
If this is what it takes to make you go on a diet, then I'll call you every name there is in the book. This is just another excuse for you to pig out on a nice, high-class meal. Don't think I don't see what you're doing.
That's not true and you know it. I'm honestly really proud of your success, Tom. As your girlfriend, it's natural for me to want to celebrate these types of things.
Well, let's strike a deal then, shall we? I've put in the hours to put myself in this position, and you're gonna put in the hours to put yourself in a better body. Once you turn into a woman that a man likes to be seen with, we'll have a double celebration for my promotion and your image change. But I'm telling you now, until that happens, you can forget about eating a beautiful dinner at a French restaurant.
Fine, I guess that's the way it has to be. I'll start from tomorrow. I'll throw out all the unhealthy food that I've stored in the fridge up until this point. I'll also monitor my BMI.
Good girl, that's what I like to hear. Just remember you're doing this for your brilliant boyfriend. That'll be good motivation for you to lose weight. Also, let me make it clear, it's not just about your body. I want you to care about the clothes you're wearing around the house. I want you to exuberate feminine energy.
My clothes as well? I've always thought I had a cute style that doesn't stand out too much. Is it that bad? When we first started, you always used to compliment me on my clothes. Then again, I guess I didn't buy my clothes from a high-end retailer. I'll flick through some magazines and see what's trending at the moment.
That would be a great start. From the very beginning, you told me you don't have much interest in fashion and what makes a woman look good. I accepted it at the time, but things are different now. As your partner changes, you have to change with them. So, I want you to put your head into it. I don't want you thinking about anything else apart from becoming the wife worthy of marrying me.
Wow, yes, Your Highness. I'll exert all my efforts to please you. Look, Tom, no matter what, I'll always love you. If this is what it takes to be with you, I'll gladly become the woman you want me to be.
Stop treating it like it's some great feat you're gonna achieve. It shouldn't be that hard to choose clothes that are stylish.
Huh? I mean, I am a beginner, so it'll take a little bit of time and study for me to choose the right clothes. You know I don't go clothes shopping much.
Don't think about it too much. All you have to do is go to the shops and ask the assistant what would look good on you. Don't go out there experimenting on your own. It's gonna be a waste of time and money. Just leave it to the pros and you'll get the best results without wasting any time or money.
I guess you're right. I was a little bit excited to try out some things on my own, but they'll be able to choose something that suits me in an instant. Okay, thanks for the advice. I'll have a chat to a couple of ladies to see what looks good. I'm excited about this.
I don't know. I just feel like your heart really isn't into this. Maybe you don't actually see where I'm coming from. If you did, you would understand exactly what you had to do. Man, I was excited about my promotion, but now I'm just in a poor, fell mood. Thanks a lot.
What? What do you mean?
Look, let's face it. There's a reason why you aren't interested in wearing nice clothes all the time. It's not really your fault either. It's your disgusting upbringing. You've grown up in a household of men. What girl can learn any womanly charm in an environment like that? To make matters worse, you've had a long history of being single and enduring a poor lifestyle. Thinking about clothes is just the last thing on your mind when you just want to eat. Let's face it, I'm a guy. I can't teach you how to be a proper woman. Only another woman can do that. I'm beginning to wonder if you're just a lost cause. You can't fix the bad defects of being raised by a single parent.
Wait just a minute, that's too far. Okay, fine, my dad was the only one that could raise me. But it's not like I came from some broken down family. He properly put food on the table and bought me the clothes I needed. So what's the problem here? Sure, I've never really cared about clothes up until this point, but don't pin that on my dad. It's just something unique to me. Even if I grew up in a family that had a mother, I still probably wouldn't have much interest in clothing.
Gee, I didn't think you'd get so defensive about your dad. I knew mother complexes existed, but I didn't think a dad one existed too. Come on, don't try and hide it. I know you still call him daddy instead of dad. By the way, you are married to me now. I'm the only man you should be thinking about. Don't lie and say you weren't poor. Only a girl that didn't have her needs met would be poor.
Stop that! I've told you we never had an issue financially. We were a quaint, humble family just like everyone else.
Say what you want. I know a liar when I see one. I've met a lot of people in my lifetime, and all the ones with a single parent strayed from the right path. Even I would if I was growing up in that circumstance.
You can't say that. Even among the people that grew up with both parents, you get some bad apples from time to time. So I don't care who you've met. They might have done the wrong thing and put themselves in a bad position, but I'm not one of them. So you can stop talking about my upbringing and my father, thank you. Don't talk about matters you don't know anything about.
Whatever you say, darling. You gotta admit it, though. You've striked the jackpot by marrying me. Bet you never thought you'd be marrying a wealthy man around the time we first met. You're welcome, by the way. Seeing as you're now marrying one of the elite, you better start behaving that way too. I'm telling you now because if you start making mistakes later on the track, it'll already be too late. I'll cut the blame for it.
Yes, Your Highness. Anything to please you. What are these mistakes you were so worried I'm gonna be making?
Soon enough, I'll start making a name for myself. When that happens, my superiors and my subordinates will see me in public. This type of thing happens a lot, you know? Don't pass it off as fantasy. If you aren't dressed in the right way, or say something that puts them in a bad mood, I'm gonna suffer the consequences later.
Oh, I see. So that's the type of thing you're thinking about? You care about our image outside of the house. Don't worry, baby. I'll be sure to work on my mannerisms as well. I'm already quite polite, so I don't think they'd have an issue with me in the first place.
Now that's what I like to hear. Okay, thanks for taking up so much of my time. I'm gonna go out for drinks celebrating my new promotion. You're gonna be my driver tonight when things get out of hand. Don't you dare go to sleep.
Wait, what? After all that, you're gonna go out and celebrate?
Well, duh. I've just had a promotion for Pete's sake. It's company tradition to celebrate after something like that. Anyway, gotta go. See you later. Bye.
You turned me down to go celebrate with your buddies? I have to admit that stings quite a bit.
Kathleen, it's work. I can't say no even if I wanted to.
Even so, I don't know. I guess everyone would have been planning something like that for quite some time now. It would be rude to turn them down. I'll stay up a little later than usual, but please don't stay out for too long.
Don't worry about it. See you later. What a day. Could it get any worse than this? What the hell do you think you're doing? Cut that stuff out already. You've made an absolute mess of everything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Surely if you were thinking properly about things, something like this would never happen. I'm a rich man that goes to expensive restaurants. My wife should be emanating with the aura that she's been to these restaurants too. Even if you haven't been, just lie. What's that saying? Fake it till you make it? When you dilly-dally at the menu thinking about what to eat, the people around you will pick up on things like that. Honestly, I haven't felt embarrassment like this in a long time.
Look, I said I'm sorry. Did I really stick out that much? I don't think it was that bad, to be honest. It's the first time I've been placed in that type of situation. I was a little bit nervous, but I didn't think I was so nervous that people would notice it.
Kathleen, you have no idea how obvious it was. That whole restaurant was zoned in on us. When you wear that stupid look on your face saying that you don't know what you're doing, everyone can see right through it. The staff could tell in an instant. Not only that, the other patrons around us were looking down on you.
Right. I'm really sorry about it. It's my first time being in a place like that. I honestly didn't know what to do. I promise the next time I'll be more confident and make my decisions swiftly.
Do you really think there's gonna be a next time? I've got some bad news for you, girl. I think that would be the last time I take you to a place like that. I'm not risking you embarrassing me again.
Tom, stop! That stuff really hurts. Don't talk to your wife like this. But I've been thinking, ever since you got promoted, you've been going to expensive restaurants like this. You're even wearing watches that cost thousands of dollars. Are you really earning significantly more since the promotion? I'm just worried you're not going overboard with all this.
Oh, you have a good eye. Did you notice my new Rolex? Quite a snazzy little item, don't you think?
Huh? So that's what a Rolex looks like. I'm not too knowledgeable about watches.
Oh yeah, baby. Any real powerful man should be slapping one of these on his wrist. But it's not all for charity. This is just a step in me getting the next promotion. Anytime I need to look at the time, I look at this little beauty and she'll remind me to work hard at whatever task I'm engaged in. It's a constant reminder to me to work hard.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
You get it? Then I don't want to hear any more complaints about it.
I'm not complaining, I'm just saying you have to be careful with your money. You don't want to go overboard with it. Today when I was looking at the price on the register of the items you were buying, my eyeballs almost came out of their sockets.
That's not possible. Your eyeballs are connected by muscles that prevent something like that from ever happening. Are you really that stupid? Why did I ever expect you to conduct yourself appropriately at that restaurant? You're hopeless. Why am I wasting my time with this?
I mean, I wasn't serious about it. It was just a joke, or maybe even a figure of speech.
Yeah, whatever you say, flying eyeballs. What were you talking about anyway? Oh yeah, that's right. The watch.
Yeah, the watch. Look, I think there's nothing wrong with investing in yourself, but take it easy, won't you? I know with a lot of money coming in, it's easy to get carried away. I'm just asking you to settle down a little bit. I wouldn't be a good wife letting you run around like that.
Don't you forget your place, woman. Who do you think you are ordering me around? What do you understand about anything?
Are you getting angry at me? I'm only looking out for your interests.
You may call yourself an ordinary girl, but at the end of the day, you are nothing but a defective item coming from a single-parent family. Why the hell would I listen to what you have to say? A child could give me better advice than whatever garbage comes out of your mouth. Think about it. What would happen if I listened to a poor person like you all the time? Where would I end up listening to bad advice? All that would happen is you dragging me back into the mud you came from. Do you want to bring me down after I've come so far?
Tom, be real about this. You know something like that would never happen. I'm just giving you normal advice. But that's beside the point. Even if I was poor, that doesn't mean I have poor judgment. I'd really appreciate it if you stop bringing up my past. Not only is it not true, but it's disrespectful to me and my dad.
Maybe you should stop giving me reason to bring it up. No matter what I say about it, all I'm doing is speaking the truth. A poor person like you will never see where I'm coming from. I don't know why I bother conversing with you. When will you wake up and just accept the facts? You're pretending to be smart despite your background isn't funny anymore. Give it a break already.
Listen to yourself. What type of person would make a joke about something like this? I'm 100% serious when I say I want you to stop those remarks. It's not funny, it's just cruel.
Do we have to argue about it again? Just give it up already.
I'm sorry, Tom. Whatever. If we stop wasting time talking about this, I'll accept that I was poor. Does that make you happy?
Well, it's about time. You took long enough. I am telling you now, the sooner you accept who you were, the easier life will be from this point on. You feel it, right? A heavy weight off your chest?
Maybe. I'm not sure. All I feel is ridicule for being someone that didn't have a lot of income in her family.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm ridiculing you for it. No doubt about that. It's comical someone of your upbringing managed to snag a hot item like me.
So, you were making fun of me. Why did I expect anything else? Why do you keep doing this? Tell me. This is way too much abuse for one day.
Why should I tell you anything? Oh, alright. I'm super busy at work recently. The stress is making the veins in my head pop. I need some way to vent my emotions.
What the hell? That's got nothing to do with you. I can understand venting a little bit to me, but you've been nonstop putting me down since your promotion.
If you're that annoyed about it, why don't you put yourself in a position where no one can make fun of you? Fine, you grew up in a less than suitable household. That will affect you for the rest of your life, and hiding it won't help. But you have to find a way to improve yourself. You should be putting in 10 times the amount of effort a normal person does to better themselves. Once you do that, maybe you can call yourself my equal. Until then, you're still a rat that I could squash with my boot.
That's the most horrible thing anyone has ever said to me.
I'm saying this for your own good. Anyway, who knows? Maybe you'll take this and go home to cry. Or you'll have the guts to do something about it. Hey, are you listening? Where did you go? You really are a sad disappointment. You know that, right?
Huh? What have I done now? I thought you stopped laying into me since last time.
I shouldn't have to tell you. You should already know what you've done wrong. What do you have to say for yourself? You haven't made one little push to try and improve yourself. Tell me, how has the diet been treating you? Honestly, it's embarrassing to say you are on my level.
I've been trying. Why are you saying these things? You've seen me on the treadmill every day now.
Admit it, you aren't taking your diet seriously, and your fashion sense is still the bland vanilla I've put up with since the day we met. How long do you think I'll put up with it before I decide to discard you? I've had it up to here with your tardiness.
Stop insulting me, it doesn't help. If you really want results, you have to encourage me more positively. Just so you know, I haven't been slacking. I've been doing the right thing this whole time. I've been working hard, just like you asked.
Give me a break. People that work hard don't pat themselves on the back. Their hard work is recognized by the people around them. And as an outside observer, I'm telling you that you aren't working hard enough. Where did you get off using that attitude with me anyways? You starting to rebel against me?
I'm not trying to argue with you. You're the one saying stupid things. All I'm saying is I've been doing my best. Maybe it's not up to your standards, fine. But you could at least recognize that I am trying. Besides, this is different from working hard in the workplace. Beauty isn't something you work hard for. It requires something else than just gritting your teeth and doing it.
I don't want to listen to you crying about being recognized. You haven't put in enough effort to be recognized. Instead of saying, yes, Tom, I'll try my best from this point on, you try to turn the tables on me and make me feel bad about encouraging you to do better. All that shows me is that you haven't been trying hard in the first place. You don't care enough about it.
Stop being so mean about it. I'm doing my best whether or not you say anything about it. But you realize all the time you put me down, it just makes me lose motivation? Don't forget I'm your wife. You're not my personal trainer. You don't treat your lover this way. You've changed a lot since you got your promotion, and I don't like it at all.
What's so wrong with that? People live and they learn. I've said it once and I'll say it again. You don't have the right to tell me what I can and can't do. Just remember, I'm doing you a favor by continuing to be married to you. I could get rid of you at any time.
I'm sorry, did you just say favor? Are we not mutually interested in each other?
That's right. I don't need you. I could get a different woman any day I want. If you want my money that much, you better do what I say. And if you don't do what I say, you can consider this marriage ended way before you can say another comment about my spending habits. Do you get the picture now?
You know what? I understand exactly how things are going to go from this point on. My eyes are open now. I'm done talking to you.
Your eyes are open? You suddenly realize how right I am and how wrong you are?
Nope, not that at all. Thank you for reminding me that this marriage isn't mandatory. If you are that set on divorcing me, why don't you go and do it? To be honest, I'd rather be that way instead. This marriage is a joke to me at this point.
Do you have any idea what that means?
I understand perfectly.
That means we'll be getting a divorce. Are you fine with that?
No issues here.
I'm not just some boyfriend you can break up with. There's legal ramifications after a divorce.
No, I get it. I'm accepting the consequences.
Are you for real right now? All that cake has been messing with your head. Sleep on it and get back to me.
What's the matter? You were the one that proposed we could get a divorce in the first place. To tell the truth, you've always been a little bit arrogant, even before your promotion. Even so, I've accepted that's just part of who you are. Because I love you, I'd put up with that arrogance from time to time. But then, ever since you got that promotion, you've taken it way too far. You're like some foul, disgusting creature that thinks everyone else is below him. And I don't date ugly little monsters. Do me a favor and get the divorce. I don't see any positive aspects of continuing this marriage.
You're such an idiot. You're just gonna throw away the opportunity to live a wealthy life with me? Are you insane? Which reminds me, after all the financial prosperity I provided you, you're gonna just sit there and complain to me about your marriage? What a joke.
A marriage isn't always about the money. Loving your partner is far more important than digits in your bank account. Look, I'm really tired of talking about this. I don't care what I'm sacrificing by divorcing you. I'll move on and create a different life for myself.
Oh my God, you're actually serious about this?
Deadly serious. To tell the truth, I've never had any interest in rich people in the first place. I couldn't care less if you were a billionaire. The foundation of a good marriage isn't money. It's something more basic that you seem to not be able to grasp.
Don't act all righteous. Money is an integral part of a good marriage. For someone that crawled out of the slums, you show a lot of disrespect towards money.
Get over yourself already. I couldn't care less about money. You're the one that likes to rave on about it all the time. If I ever had an issue financially, I could rely on my dad. He has a lot more money than you've been earning this whole time.
As if I'd believe that. Some guy in a trailer earning more than me.
I'm not joking. I'm serious about this. Seeing as I'm already financially secure, I decided that I should find a partner that has a good personality. No matter who they are, they can earn below average wage for all I care. I just wanted a guy with a great heart. After our long years of marriage, I finally see your true colors, Tom. Words can't express how disappointed I am in you.
Slow it down a moment here. What do you mean by your dad being wealthy? That's impossible.
Did you actually forget? I gave you a pretty good explanation of what he did on our first date.
Come on, as if I'm gonna remember saying something that far in the past. What I do remember is you telling me that he stays at home all day and doesn't go to work. I was thinking he was some lazy bum or a freelancer at best.
Looks like you were under the wrong impression. My dad owns his own company. The reason why he doesn't go to work all day is because he doesn't have to.
What the hell? Was he actually? Which means you're the daughter of a wealthy company president?
Well, that's not what most people know me as, but I guess that's one of my titles.
This is just too good. Of course you would try and hide something like this from me. If your dad is a company president, just say so in the first place. You had plenty of times to speak up about it, right? Why the hell didn't you tell me?
I've told you from the very beginning. Don't sit there and blame me for not telling you. You're the one that wasn't listening on our first date. I kept telling you I wasn't poor, over and over again. I didn't exactly lie. I just didn't want to say that I was actually rich. If I told you for a second time that my dad was a company president, I didn't see any good coming out of it, so kept quiet about it.
Imagine all the drama we could have avoided if you had said something in the first place. But it's fine, no hard feelings. I'll forgive you for lying to your husband. Here's to our continued married life. I see no reason to get divorced now. Let's move on and keep building our future together.
What the hell happened to you? That's a quick change in attitude. Did you hit your head in the last 5 seconds? This must be some sort of short-term memory loss. Let me remind you then. We are currently deciding to get a divorce. We aren't negotiating on how to continue our marriage. There's no chance of that happening, buddy.
Look, forget about all of that. It was just a little quarrel between two married people. It happens all the time. We just have to persist and keep moving forward. Anyway, you don't want to divorce me. Think about how much money you would lose. I'm gonna take over my company. Just wait. Until I do, I'll have to keep busting my ass at work.
Take over your company? Those are some big words coming from a small man. I guess hearing about my dad being a company president was music to your ears. Sorry, but like I said, I don't date nasty creatures. I'll be telling my dad what has happened. Bye!
What the? Hey, get back here. Pick up the damn phone. Okay, can you please pick up the phone already?
What do you want? I'd appreciate it if you'd stop calling me. It's annoying.
Look, hear me out. What would you say if I said I want to get back together? It's been 2 months. That's more than enough time for wounds to heal.
I'm sorry, what? No way you would actually try and ask me that. I've told you it's never happening. I despise you.
Look, I'm truly sorry about everything that's happened. I got a little bit arrogant and said some mean things. I thought about the horrible things I told you, and I regret every word of them.
All right. This is the first time I ever heard an apology coming from you. What dimension am I living in? Surely this isn't the world I've been living in up until now. The Tom I know would never apologize even when he knew he was wrong. He'd always give some stupid retort and turn the tables back onto me.
This is real. I'm really apologizing to you. You have to believe me. I thought about this for a long time. I'm sorry, Kathleen.
Yup, I'm sure you are. No apology is good enough for the way you talk to me. But if it means you'll leave me alone, I'll accept it. Now, can you go away? Just talking with you is making me sick.
No, that's not it. Kathleen, I really want you to consider us getting back together.
My answer is no. I'm telling you I'd never consider it. Not even in a million years.
Really? That's a shame.
I don't like this. It seems like you have more to ask than just reconciling with me.
Well, you're not wrong about that. There's something else I want to ask you. I'm not sure how I should phrase it, though.
Well, would you look at that? What's it gonna be this time? Just so you know, I was half joking when I said that before. I didn't know you'd actually need something else from me. I don't want to hear the answer, but I guess I was the one that asked the question. What do you want? Did you get yourself into some trouble?
Thanks for hearing me out. I know I don't deserve it after everything I said. It's as much as you can expect. I'm wondering if you can lend me some money?
Oh boy, I'm back to talking about money with you. I'm not gonna like what I hear.
I got a little bit over my head ever since that promotion. Well, a little bit is an under-exaggeration. I know you told me to lay off the purchases, but I just couldn't help myself. Ever since we broke up, there's been no one putting me in check. I've fallen into a troublesome little bit of debt.
Unbelievable. Who was it again? The one that said you can go home and cry or grit your teeth and persist through?
You're right, that was me. I'm sorry I said something so stupid.
At least now you realize it was stupid. Well, if you keep it up at work, you'll be able to make that money back in no time. Keep it up.
Okay, so you're not going to lend me any money? Do you realize how desperate I am right now?
Of course not. You're not getting a cent from me. I don't even want to talk to you, let alone lend you money.
Why not? Your dad owns a company, right? He should have bucket loads of money. What inconvenience would it cause you?
God, I wish you never knew that. I gotta keep that a secret.
Come on, you gotta help me out here. Who knows what will happen to me?
I don't care what my father is. The idea of giving you money is making me sick. I hate giving out loans to people. It's not teaching you a good lesson.
Come on, don't say that. I'm your husband. The company I work for is saying that there's someone coming to collect my debt. I'm getting really scared. Please help me. You're my only hope.
Looks like you're in some pickle. Just how did you rack up this debt in the first place? If you've been gambling, don't even bother trying to ask me for help.
No, nothing like that. I've been using a lot of credit cards. Wherever I could loan money from, I've been able to get it. I haven't paid back the amount I spent on them.
Whew, that was a close call. Good thing I got rid of you when I did. You've fallen as low can get. Good job, buddy.
Have a little sympathy for me. We used to be lovers.
Used to be. Now you're nothing but a stranger to me.
Don't you see? Once the debt collector comes to get this money, I'm gonna lose my position at the company. It'll be the end of me.
You could only expect as much. To me, you're just another stranger with a problem. It's got nothing to do with me. In the meantime, you still have the job, right? Just buckle down and make more money. Stop harassing me already.
Look, saying I still have the job is a bit of a stretch now.
Oh no. What do you mean? Don't tell me you've already quit the job.
No, not that. Ever since the promotion, I've gotten way ahead of myself. And not just with the money, I've been a little bit risky with how I act around the workplace.
What exactly have you done?
I got arrogant. My boss heard about how I was treating my subordinates, and he wasn't happy about that. He's called me into his office tomorrow. Who knows what will happen? Could be a demotion, or worse, I lose my job altogether.
Wow. There goes your career down the toilet. This is what you get. I told you time and time again not to get ahead of yourself. As a fellow adult, I'm embarrassed. You better learn from this lesson. You can't talk to people the way you do.
I have. I've thought about it long and hard. Even so, my everyday lifestyle is really difficult right now. I need your help. Find it in your heart to forgive me. Come back to me, please, Kathleen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no to that. Your sob story hasn't moved me. I don't feel sorry for you in the slightest.
Please, just this once.
I said that all I would do is listen, right? And let's be real, if I wasn't the daughter of a company president, you wouldn't come running back to me about how much you miss me.
You're wrong. That's not true.
You've taught me a lesson too. I can't just be telling everyone I'm a daughter of a company president. I have to be a little bit more careful from this point on. If I don't, every guy and his mother will be asking for a handout.
I told you it's not like that. I genuinely want to get back together with you.
To think that I was already disappointed in you insulting me all the time. You were actually disrespecting your subordinates as well? Does getting a promotion warrant such cruel behavior? You're the worst, you know that?
Like I said, I really regret what I did.
By the way, I'm currently with Jennifer and Jake. I've told them about your little debt.
What the hell? That was private information. That's my best friend and his wife. Are you really getting a kick out of making fun of me? This isn't funny.
Well, to be honest, it wasn't intentional. But I'll admit it is kind of funny. They're quite surprised at what you've done. They've been speaking quite badly about you. They aren't interested in being your friend anymore. They know you'll come to them next asking for money.
Why the hell did you tell them in the first place? That's way too unfair on me considering the situation I'm in. First my finances, and now you want my social life ruined too?
You get it now? You get what you put in. When you're being cruel to others, they're gonna feed it right back to you. With all the hurtful things you've spat at me, it makes sense that something like this happens to you. Well, good luck from this point on. Try not to degrade anyone if you know what's best for you.
Hold on, don't go yet. This isn't the end, is it? What about the money? Can we at least reconcile? Kathleen, I need you.
Tom wasn't able to pay off his debt, and the debt collector paid a kind visit to his workplace. The day afterwards, he was nowhere to be seen. He can run as much as he wants, they'll catch him eventually. As for me, I told everything that happened with Tom to my father. He's been scolding me for having such poor judgment in men. He's got a point. I didn't choose the best guy this time around. I'll do my best for my second husband, though. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button. See you in the next video.
Hey there, Jessica. How are things going between you and your boyfriend Navi these days? Are you guys out of the honeymoon phase yet?
What do you mean? Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. I was just wondering. I've always thought you two looked more like student and tutor rather than boyfriend and girlfriend, you know. It just dawned on me the other day that you two have been together almost a year already, and it surprised me.
What do you mean we don't look like boyfriend and girlfriend?
Oh, stop it. You know what I mean. It's not like you never noticed, Jesse. I mean, look at you two. He's way out of your league. Navi is so drop-dead gorgeous. And I'm not just talking about his looks, his background too. Doesn't his family own like 5 Subway restaurants? Plus, Navi is a university-educated man, hailing from a family of doctors and successful business gurus. Whereas you barely got out of high school because you were too busy wallowing in your parents' divorce. I mean, there's not even a discussion, right? So naturally, you can imagine my shock when I heard you two were planning on something special for your 1-year anniversary. You must have him under some spell, huh?
I don't think you're the one to tell me these things, Andrea. And do I need to remind you why I barely graduated high school? It was because you and Dad kept pestering me to get a job instead of wasting my time with college applications. Not because I was wallowing in my parents' divorce. Which, by the way, was all your fault, wasn't it, Andrea? If it weren't for you and your home-wrecking schemes, my dad would never have had to leave my mom. How dare you leave out these very important details and just paint me as a worthless child of divorce? Do you know how many nights I cried myself to sleep after you moved in and kicked out my mom and sister?
Oh, please, stop being a whiny baby. That was ages ago already. Do you think I liked having you around? I had to let you stay because your dad told me he couldn't live without both his girls. He chose you because your little sister still needed to breastfeed. I took care of you, didn't I? I fed you, clothed you, and drove you to all your pointless lessons, didn't I? Seriously, who takes baton twirling lessons? Anywho, this little fun chat took a turn, huh? All I meant to say was that you're one lucky gal for scoring such a stud like Navi. You didn't have to twist my words, Jessie. I have your best interests at heart.
Well, no, that's not true at all, is it? And this isn't the first time you try to gaslight me into thinking your insults were actually for my benefit. Not to mention, and this is pretty gross by the way, how jealous you get whenever I'm getting ready for a date with Navi. Did you think I hadn't noticed? How you linger in my doorway, offering unwanted advice on what I'm wearing, or how I do my makeup or my hair. Like you're the one to tell me what the newest fashion trend is. So what is it? Are you seriously jealous of me? Are you jealous of your stepdaughter? Why? Because she's about to get married to an age-appropriate eligible bachelor?
Oh, honey, you sure do entertain yourself, don't you? Why would I be jealous of a pipsqueak like you?
Nice try. My dad told me about how you came crying to him after your weekly visit to the psychic. Apparently the psychic told you that if Navi and I were to marry each other, one of us would meet an untimely death. So you came bawling your eyes out and told my dad he needs to put a stop to this marriage. Even my dad was taken aback by your unusual display of motherly affection. I doubt even he bought it. Honestly, Andrea, act your age, will you? Or I have no choice but to think you have a crush on my boyfriend.
What?
I mean, it makes sense, right? Given how you first came into this family. Taking someone else's lover is your talent, isn't it?
You are one crazy tramp.
You're right. It is a crazy, preposterous idea. It would be one thing for you to be jealous of me for living my best life with the best boyfriend in the world, and a whole other story if you were actually having a crush on a boy almost 20 years your junior. That is laughable. Oh my word, it's embarrassing, but so funny.
Are you laughing at me right now? Do you think that is wise? Ha! You're in for a rude awakening. I wasn't going to tell you yet because I didn't think it was the right time, but it looks like telling you would be the kindest thing to do right now. What with you not knowing your place, making fun of me? I am pregnant, Jess. That's right. Who's laughing at who now?
You're what? Oh, gross. My dad is 55 years old. How is that even possible? And am I supposed to have another baby sister or brother at age 27?
Your father's age has nothing to do with his Jess. Grow up. I'm still in my 30s, and I'm still very much fertile. And don't you go assuming this baby is your father's either. That's disrespectful.
What is that supposed to mean? Oh, Christ, did you cheat on my dad? Again? Why are you still here then? Why don't you just leave us and let us be?
Shut up and listen, you little missy. I'm the grown-up and I'm talking. You know how I hate to beat around the bush, yeah? So here it is. I am pregnant with Navi's child.
Oh my God! You are absolutely mental. You, a 39-year-old former stripper, are carrying 27-year-old Navi's baby? Navi, who's not just anyone but your stepdaughter's boyfriend of 1 year? Can I screenshot this and post it somewhere? I need to share this laugh, oh man.
You claim to be so woke, but you really aren't, are you, Jessica? In this day and age, who cares how old I am and how old he is? And if it did matter, why would a young man in his prime choose me over you to begin with? Did your 26 years teach you anything? Love comes from the heart, not age or race or upbringing. Love is like a river, flowing freely wherever it wants to go.
Are you serious? This is not some kind of a sick joke. Does Navi know this?
You're the first person I told. I wanted to wait until the second trimester, but oh well. I will tell him soon. Like you said, I will leave your father once and for all and settle down with Navi as soon as I can.
And you know that Navi will be anything other than dumbfounded and disgusted. How exactly?
He has told me, on more than one occasion, that he loves how comfortable he is with me. Must have something to do with me being a warm, motherly person. I'm confident Navi will be pleased to hear about the pregnancy. I trust him.
Then what about my dad? Didn't you bulldoze your way into our family because your love for him was so untamable you thought you wouldn't survive without him?
Untamable love. Your dad was nothing but a stepping stone. Nothing more, nothing less. Besides, who's to say that he who once abandoned his wife for me won't do the same to me?
Exactly. Who's to say Navi won't betray you again somewhere down the road? Just like he supposedly is betraying me for you now?
Navi's different. Don't you dare round up my Navi with the rest of the filthy men you might have known.
Your Navi. Wow. I think I'm really going to puke now. You're talking about your daughter's boyfriend?
Some daughter you are. You never once called me Mom, and whenever it suits you, I am Mom. I am Andrea when you want to pretend I'm a stranger, but when you need my position to be a focal point, you play the daughter card. You're nothing but a rotten witch.
Did you just call me a witch?
I sure did. You've been nothing but hostile and resentful towards me. Everything that's happened to you or your father, you've placed the blame on me. Every last bit of it. Your mom had no fault here, does she? She did everything right, but somehow your dad was tricked and manipulated into running away with me, did he? It was entirely my fault that your tight-knit family broke apart at the smallest nudge. What a tantrum you've thrown. I'm so sick and tired of it. Oh, you just must be so green with envy to see me getting all your man's attention. What does that say about yourself, though? First, your father chooses me over your mom and your sister, and your own happiness. Then your boyfriend, who everyone knows you've been trying to get to put a ring on your finger, to go and notice me. I mean, you've been trying for a whole year, but nothing. Then he sleeps with me one time, and bam, I'm pregnant with his baby. This is appearing that was meant to be. For your own sake, stop throwing another one of your tantrums and just accept your defeat.
Fine, you're right. There's no point in dragging out the relationship if what you say is true. And Navi really has chosen you over me. Why would I want to stay with him? I know better than that. But what about my dad?
What about your dad? We've already gone over this.
I mean, do you think my dad will let you go that easily? He cheats, gambles, and drinks like a fish. He's basically a self-made wannabe godfather. You think when he hears how you cheated on him with his daughter's boyfriend and got pregnant with his child, he'll say, okay, bye? My dad legit has connections to some of the most notorious thugs in the area.
That's not something I'm worried about. There's nothing throwing a bit of money can't fix, especially your dad. He loves money.
And you have the means to pay him off?
Of course not at the moment, but once Navi and I are officially married, his family fortune will be as good as mine. I will be Mrs. Gupta, wife to the richest man in the thriving town of Greenville. And until then, I can always get out a loan or something. I have relatives who might be able to help me out. All I need from you and your dad is to just disappear from my life so I can finally start living my dream.
As you wish, Andrea.
Good luck. You little hussy. You've ruined my life. This is all your fault.
What the what?
You knew all along that Navi's family didn't have diddly squat, let alone multiple Subway restaurants. You've known all along he was lying. You set me up and watched me burn, didn't you, you little slut? How could you do this to me? After all I've done for you. Trying to be a good stepmother. You set me up! Navi is no university-educated man. Far from it. He barely graduated from a community college to look after his recluse brother. Because his poor parents are living off food stamps and clothing donations. Navi had to take care of his brother by managing 2 Subway restaurants. Not because they owned the franchise. Are you happy now? Are you happy now that you've ruined my life?
Why are you barking at me? I don't remember forcing you to go after my boyfriend. In fact, I don't remember even introducing you to him. You assumed he was young and rich, probably confusing him with the other Guptas, which is super racist, by the way. You went after him. You tricked him, seduced him. That was all you, Andrea. When you brought him up last time, I was gonna break up with him because I'd found out about his juvenile record for assault. So I was just biding my time, looking for the safest, most natural way to end things with him so he wouldn't get violent on me. And then, like a miracle, you came along and snatched him up and made all my problems go away. I guess I owe you a thank you card. Sucks for you, though. What can you do? Why don't you just get a divorce and move on like you always do?
Shut your trap. The baby's due any day now, and Navi and I have already signed our marriage papers. Do you think divorce is easy? And if you thought your father wouldn't let me go easy, Navi's gonna be 10 times worse. I am 9 months pregnant, working as a cashier as we speak because Navi demanded I meet my income quota. My God, in this day and age, who says things like that? But I'm terrified of what he might do to me or to this baby if I don't do what he says.
Well, look on the bright side. It sounds like he hasn't hit you. Yet. That's a good start, right? He does care about you and your unborn child after all. Oh.
He's already telling me I can only stay home for 2 weeks with the baby after he's born. Then I have to go back to work. What the hell am I supposed to do now? What do I do about this?
You're asking me this? Why? I don't know what you should do with your life.
Take him back. You're much younger and perkier. Seduce him and tell him you want him back.
Nah. That was a pretty good joke, though. Bravo. I'm getting married soon, actually. I went to a class reunion a few months ago and met this guy who I've had the biggest crush on in 7th grade. His name is Adam, and apparently he's this super hotshot lawyer now at some firm downtown. He's still so gorgeous, I almost peed my pants. Do you want to see a picture? Anyway, we got to talking and one thing led to another. You know the rest. His parents were both very renowned professors or something, and they're already retired, traveling the world together. They bought Adam and me a cute little house by the river, so we were already living together. Like hell, I'm gonna take Navi back.
That's just not fair. Why? Why are you so happy all the time while I'm so miserable? Why can't I ever have what you seem to have so easily?
You ruined my mom's marriage. You made a single mother out of her and took away her other daughter. And then you cheated on my dad with your stepdaughter's boyfriend. What god would ever reward you for that? The nerve to even ask that like you can't understand it? Please let this be a final lesson to you and start really caring for your baby once it's born. For the baby's sake, please?
Oh, don't lecture me. You need to give me back the money I paid your dad when I left him.
Say what now? Why would I do that?
Because you owe me. If it weren't for me, you would never have met this Adam guy. You said so yourself. So as a token of appreciation, you should give me that money back.
I mean, I am grateful to you. You've been like a garbage pickup officer, cleaning the trash that was on track to mess up my life.
So give me back my money. Part of the reason I have to work so much is so I can pay back the bank the money I took out to give your dad. Now that there are no rich parents whose fortune I can claim as my own, I need to go earn the money back, working 12-hour shifts. And it's all your fault.
Again, I did not force you to do anything. Nothing was my fault except maybe... No, I can't think of a single thing. Nothing was my fault. You brought this on yourself, Andrea. You should deal with it. Goodbye! Andrea still had the nerve to call me up after a few months to ask for money yet again. This time she tried to use her newborn as bait, saying that she needed to buy a stroller, a crib, and lots of bibs. I told her I had nothing to give her and that she needs to stop calling me. She had broken up my once happy family, only to ruin us again some 10 years later with an even more inappropriate extramarital relationship. It is my opinion that she needs to accept the consequences of her own actions and face them head on for once. Maybe she'll have a moment of deep self-reflection and change for the better. As for me, I'm a newlywed living in complete bliss at the moment. Adam and I did rush a little bit to get married so soon after our reunion, but sometimes when you know, you know.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more.